Good evening. This is CTV News for this Monday, September 24th. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Patricia Villone. Thank you for joining us. We begin tonight in Langley Park. Well, several Langley Park apartment complexes are in hot water again over their treatment of residents. This time, tenants say management at Bedford Station and surrounding communities are intimidating them. Denise Douglas has the story.
These residents here in this Langley Park apartment complex are gathered here, and they're pretty upset because they say that management is trying to intimidate them. Beatrice Manuel feels like a prisoner in her own community. She says new security guards hired by the apartment complex won't let her wait at the school bus stop for her child.
Entonces él me dijo que tú tienes que vas a moverte ahí donde estás sentada.
Dilma Cabrera was also told to go inside as she stood on the steps of her building. Others complain the guards are asking for IDs and harassing them, even issuing citations. They say their complaints are being ignored by management.
The office basically is not a resource. It's an enemy right now.
Elizabeth Clark is with Casa de Maryland. She points out that the intimidation is just the latest in a string of abuses, some of which we've shown you that the residents have had to put up with. But when it comes to their freedom, they won't stop fighting.
So we are reaching out to the chief of police with a campaign of letters. We're receiving the testimonies of every single one of these people. We're sending all the letters to the chief of police. We're trying to involve Rusher and Baker, the county executive, to intervene.
So now they're hoping and waiting to get some answers and some resolve in this situation soon. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
And Denise went to the management office, but it declined to comment.
Opponents of a planned super Walmart in Prince George's will have to wait a little longer to make their case in front of county zoning officials. The district council was scheduled to hear oral arguments from both sides today in Upper Marlboro, but members voted to postpone the hearing after learning that the planning board failed to notify 98 persons of record about the proceedings. Attorney Thomas Dernoga filed the appeal and says the law requires that all parties of interest receive at least 30 days notice. He says the minor snafu would have been a major blow to parents concerned about the environmental impact and safety risks with the project.
They would have gotten notice, but these are people who are parents of the school, the John Hanson Montessori School, who were affected by the decision. They registered complaints and concerns, and they were never given the opportunity to get the planning board's decision and the opportunity to file an appeal. So they don't know that today's hearing was happening. So that's a big issue. If they wanted to come down and testify and speak out on the issue, they don't know about it. And because it's so many people, and I don't represent them, and it's a real problem. And this is a way to straighten that out so that their rights are protected.
The Peterson Companies is developing the site situated between the Clarion Hotel and the John Hanson Montessori School. In addition to the Walmart, the project is slated to include a fire station, office space, and a parking lot.
This is going to be what we call a super center, which is a combination of a full line of fresh groceries as well as general merchandise. So one-stop shopping, and that's what our customers have been asking us for, and that's what we're going to be delivering. It's going to be the newer version of our new Walmart prototype, which includes a very high energy efficiency building, natural daylighting, so it's a different shopping experience than what you might have seen in older type stores.
A specific date for the new hearing has not been set, but officials expect that it will be sometime in early to mid-November.
Well, things could soon be more difficult for Pepco customers as the utility is facing a possible strike with union workers. Officials say employees will vote Wednesday on a new contract proposal. If an agreement is not reached, workers say they're prepared to go on strike. If that does occur, it would be the first at Pepco since 1985 when union members walked out for 5 days. The main sticking points appear to be a proposed change in health and welfare plans.
Will utility companies be able to continue to charge customers during the first 24 hours of a power outage? The Maryland Public Service Commission is holding a hearing to examine the policy today in Baltimore. The commission is examining whether companies should be prohibited from collecting money if services are not restored within a certain period of time. Utilities have previously been allowed to charge customers throughout extended outages. In January, the policy was changed to allow charges only during the first 24 hours. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Patricia Villone.